It was the kind of moment that rewrites legacies. Bobby Brown, the man who lived in Whitney Houston's shadow and shared her spotlight, dropped a bombshell. He claims he caught Whitney and Kevin Costner together intimately, and suddenly, the whispers that followed The Bodyguard weren't just fan fiction. They were real, or at least Bobby says they were. But what really happened between Whitney Houston and Kevin Costner? And how did Bobby find out? Let's unpack the affair that still echoes through Hollywood. Part 1. The Bodyguard chemistry in 1992. Whitney Houston and Kevin Costner starred in The Bodyguard, a film that wasn't just a box office hit, but a cultural moment. Their chemistry was undeniable. On screen, it was electric. Off screen, it was complicated. Costner later admitted he handpicked Whitney for the role. He fought for her, protected her, and when she passed away, he gave one of the most emotional eulogies ever delivered at a celebrity funeral. And Kevin Costner reveals why Whitney Houston was his true love. He calls her his one true love, a phrase that stunned fans. But back then, fans were already speculating. Was it just acting or something more? Part 2. Bobby's revelation. Fast forward to Bobby Brown's recent interview. He didn't hold back. He claims he walked in on Whitney and Kevin Costner in a moment that left no room for interpretation. No cameras, no crew, just the two of them together, and Bobby was devastated. He says he always felt like an outsider in Whitney's world. That Kevin was the man she admired, respected, and maybe loved. This wasn't just jealousy. It was heartbreak. And for Bobby, it changed everything. Part 3. Costner's confessions. Kevin Costner has never confirmed a romantic relationship with Whitney, but he's said enough to keep the rumors alive. He revealed that Whitney's final phone call was to him. She left a voicemail. He never deleted it. And Kevin Costner reveals Whitney Houston's last call. He shares how that message still haunts him. He also admitted that he chose the iconic Bodyguard poster image himself, one where Whitney's face isn't visible. Executives hated it, he insisted. Why? Because it felt real, emotional, intimate. So, if Bobby's claim is true, maybe Kevin never stopped loving her. Part 4. Whitney's silence. Whitney never addressed the rumors publicly. She never confirmed or denied a relationship with Costner. But her actions spoke volumes. She kept in touch with him. She leaned on him during tough times and when she needed comfort. Kevin was often the one she called in the truth about Whitney Houston and Kevin Costner's relationship. Fans dissect their interviews, body language, and behind-the-scenes footage. And the conclusion. There was something there. Part 5. Bobby's pain and retaliation. Bobby Brown's marriage to Whitney was volatile. Drugs, fights, affairs, and now, this alleged betrayal. In his memoir, Every Little Step, Bobby admits to cheating, but also claims Whitney cheated first. With producers, with artists, maybe with Kevin. He says he felt humiliated. That Whitney's emotional connection to Costner was deeper than anything they shared. And when he caught them together, it broke him. Part 6. The Bodyguard's perspective. David Roberts. Whitney's longtime bodyguard added another layer in his memoir, Protecting Whitney. He describes a woman torn between fame and emotional collapse. He says Whitney was falling apart during the Bodyguard tour as she faked a pregnancy, that she was desperate to hold on to Bobby even as their marriage crumbled. And he hints at a moment so heartbreaking, so secret, that it was never documented. Could that moment have involved Kevin? Part 7. Fan reactions and legacy debates. The internet exploded. TikTok creators stitched Bobby's interview. Twitter threads debated the timeline. Reddit forums asked, greater than was Kevin Costner the love Whitney never had? Some fans defend Whitney. Greater than she deserved love. If Kevin gave it to her, good. Others side with Bobby. Greater than she was married. Was betrayal, but most agree. This changes how we remember Whitney, not just as a voice, but as a woman caught between two men, one who loved her quietly and one who loved her loudly. Part 8. The final call. Kevin Costner says, Whitney's last voicemail was simple, emotional, and filled with regret. He never shared the exact words, but he said it felt like a goodbye, and maybe it was. Maybe Whitney knew her time was short. Maybe she wanted closure, or maybe she wanted Kevin to know he mattered. Either way, that call is now part of her legacy. Part 9. The unanswered questions why. Did Whitney never speak about Kevin? Why did Bobby wait so long to reveal what he saw? And why does Kevin still speak about Whitney with such reverence? These questions linger. Maybe they always will, because some stories aren't meant to be confirmed. They're meant to be felt. Part 10. Conclusion. The affair that still echoes. Bobby Brown says he caught Whitney and Kevin together. Kevin Costner says Whitney was his true love, and Whitney, she stayed silent. But the truth doesn't always come with confirmation. Sometimes it comes with emotion, with grief, legacy. And this story, whether fully true or not, 'tis now part of Hollywood history. Subscribe for more legacy breakdowns, emotional deep dives, and the stories behind the headlines. This is Starline, where the silence always speaks loudest.